Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 6th episode of Majo no Tabitabi. And last episode was actually a refreshingly fairly peaceful, happy episode, you know? We got a reunion between Elena and Flan, which was great, and we had students, which Elena got to also help, and some great bonding and a happy farewell, and it was a lot of good stuff, and I quite liked it. So, you know, I'm expecting this episode to not be that at all. I'm sure okay, not sure. I think we'll go back to the usual, you know, what we're going to expect with this show, going to a town, things seeming all right, then realizing it's not all right at all, and some twists and reveals and sadness, and you know, that's kind of what I associate with the show. So we'll see if we do get that, or if we do get more positive stuff. We'll see. I mean, you never know. You never know. I mean, that's what a journey's all about, right? You never know what you're gonna get. So let's just discover it then. 3, 2, 1, play. Bum, 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 bum. Birds. Boats. Truth tellers, huh? So what changed? Huh. That is quite interesting. And definitely reminds me of Kino's Journey kind of thing. Huh. Okay. Yeah, what happened? Sword King. Wow, okay. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of her character, yeah. Yes, please. Yeah, this can't not be interesting, so well, okay. Well then. Yeah, there's some of that honesty there. Yeah, because, you know, there's been plenty of stories about this sort of concept that lies are kind of important, you know? It keeps the fabric of society together and tied. And if you lose the ability to lie, things kind of crumble, you know? Because even though lying is supposedly a bad thing, it's also a necessary thing, so yeah, having stories around this concept is certainly interesting. We'll see how it goes. I remember an episode of Lilo and Stitch that had something like that, you know, a creature that was like a lie detector, so nobody could lie around it. I know Lilo and Stitch is a weird thing to randomly mention, but it is what first came to mind. I used to watch Lilo and Stitch when I was younger. But yeah, as we kind of talked about, you know, Elena's already a pretty honest person, you know, so shouldn't affect her too much. Really do quite enjoy this opening. Maybe I'll go with the theme of the episode and not lie at all throughout this reaction. I mean, I already do that, so not like much changes, but it'll be especially true this time. Is that like a lover's umbrella thingy? Huh. The Land of Truth Tellers. Shojiki Mono no Kuni. Okay. Now let's start asking people their social security number. That's what I was hoping for. Wow. Oh my god, Elena, why are you so amazing? Arimasen. Well, we now know that's objectively true, so... My god, Elena. Freaking Elena. I just... I can't believe that was the first thing she did. I mean, I can believe it, but... Are they just avoiding... Are they just avoiding talking? It's like... Wow, okay, I get it. That's pretty funny. The country where nobody can lie, the quietest country on earth. That's amazing. I love this episode already. Phrasing. Did she even say anything? I'm already tearing up. Yeah, well, you're wrong. A place where nobody can lie is a scary place to live. It's a good question. We definitely need to have a chat with the king. Hello? I can't read that. Okay. So the UN got just what I thought. Had the name, everything. A moon, gotcha. I'll try to remember that. We got breathing sounds out of her. Who was that exactly? Good question. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. I have a pure hurt. This is what happens when we talk. Fights. Why are we on all four? Sure. Understandable. Have a nice day. Fists don't lie. I mean, that was pretty obvious. Like, the second we got here and nobody was talking, that was pretty obvious. Who is this? Oh. Is that Saya? I think it might have been. Is she here to help? Great outfit. And there we go, she spotted her. Here we go, we actually got a reunion. Wow, I wish I could. Oh my god, Saya, oh, please stop being cute. It's and she can't lie either here, so whatever she says, you know is true. Oh, get wrecked. Yeah, more importantly, we found Elena, so this is... I think so. Okay, let's settle down a little bit. Yeah, she is. That is a nice hat. I mean... So glad we get to have a reunion with Saya. Good question. Really? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Oh, I should have known. I should have known. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. A little frazzled. Rude. Oh, that's her. Yeah, that's the one. No. I did notice that handling earlier. But yeah, she's not letting go. She finally found you. Yes. Yeah, I was about to say, is that really the right word for it? We were having marriage discussions 3 minutes ago. What is that tehe face? Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Well, yeah. Quick sandwich. Who hurt you? Tell me. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. Hey, that's what we saw drawn earlier. Yeah, that's all I gotta do, so. Okay, gotcha. So this is the mechanics of it. And she's a witch that was behind it all. So I guess she lost her voice as a bit of a compensation for the spell, I guess? Yeah. Is there any way to get it back? Like if we took the barrier down, maybe? Hopefully? Yeah, you weren't there for the other one, yeah. The Princess with No People country. I think that's what it was called. What we're saying. That's what you think. There we go. Hey, don't be rude. You put a lot into this. I mean, I know it looks like not the coolest sword ever, but wow, talk about ungrateful. Aw, that's rough. She did all that to help, and this is what she gets. Uh, I'm gonna give this thrown out witch a head pat. Yeah, how do we fix things? Okay, that's everything I wanted to know, pretty much. Let's go. Really have missed Saya. 1 month. Yes, let's do that. uh, not in front of company. It does become harder to be sneaky when you can't lie. So, like, okay, so photoshopped image to manipulate people? Don't be that way. I brought witches that can use magic. Okay, I mean, that's... yeah. How do they pull that off? Maybe they like each wrote part of it? I don't know. Not sure exactly how that worked. Please explain it to me. Yeah, so yeah, I did guess right. Yeah. Very slick, because they were like all on different pages and stuff, yeah. I have heard that before. Just an arrow. Oh, hey, yeah, there's the king. I mean, who else would pull the big old sword like that? Not to mention the portrait back there. Well, that's not good. We're not intruders, we had permission. Do you want me to show you the pages again? Hey, mister. Wow. Yeah, don't even try it, buddy. Don't count me in this fight. I am just here to observe. I don't think anybody thinks what you've done is a good thing. Oh, yeah, watch out. Yeah, that's not cool. Yeah, thanks for telling us now. So helpful, this witch is. A lot of collateral damage. Like she melted candles with fire. It did not. Not at all. Yeah, why do you believe that? Have you, like, walked the streets? Do you ever leave the castle? Yeah, that's one thing we definitely saw demonstrated here. Great way to put it. She's been here for like a day or so and she knows so well. Wow. What a coincidence. So glad to have her back. Yeah, there's a lot of guards here. We need to wrap this up quick. Do your best. Ganbatte. I mean, she's a pretty powerful witch, so... Oh. Nobody ever expects it from behind. Hammer time? Hammer beats sword, apparently. And just like that, we've improved the country. Yes. Everyone can breathe a sigh of relief now. That's what we're saying. I guess not. And she can talk again. Yay. Yeah, just chill a bit. And please don't kick me out again. Saya, please go with her from now on. I beg of you. Like, do I need to bribe you? I will bribe you. Just please travel with her from now on. That's a lie. It's probably a lie too. Should go in a better direction though. I mean, I can think of a couple things to give her. Ooh. Is it like a pendant? I mean, it's got a heart on it, so that's perfect. Saya. It truly must be. I mean, nothing wrong with that. What a beautiful neck. And that turns out to have a spell on it. Oh wow, it's like two dolphins, I didn't even notice. Yeah, that's actually a really beautiful necklace. Yeah, I don't want to split up again. Pinky swear. Yeah. At least this is something. I'll take what I can get. Would love that. That's the episode. It's just not fair though. Why can't they always be together? Like, they have such a great dynamic. Like, I think that was showcased really well in this episode. Just... the dynamic almost reminds me of Callie and Kiara. The Shinigami and the Phoenix. With, of course, Saya being Kiara. But yeah, just Kiara, I mean, Saya by herself is pretty great. Like, she's just so, like, positive, full of energy, and funny, and... I don't know, just I like Saya a lot as a character just in general. Even if you put everything else aside. But I think they especially work well together. Actually, I want to look at something real quick. Yeah, Saya does mean scabbard or sheath. Okay. I actually did not know that somehow. Fair enough. I mean, in my defense, that word doesn't come up much in conversation, I would imagine. But anyway, that was the 6th episode of Majo no Tabitabi. And I mean, the episode I mean, it more or less went how I expected, right? Somebody with good intentions decided to make the country, the town, the city, whatever you want to call it, a better place by getting rid of lying, because lies bad. So obviously no lies equal good, right? But it's not quite that simple, because taking away somebody's ability to lie does not suddenly make them a good person. It just makes them have to be more sneaky about it, essentially. I think that was kind of the gist of it. Because, I mean, what we saw here was not a utopia of people proudly, happily telling the truth, right? It was people that shut their mouths unless they had to say something, and still try to, you know, take advantage of things and stuff like that. Like, it wasn't quite the utopia that the king may have hoped for, right? So one of the first people of interest we saw here was a girl that turned out to be a witch, right? She was looking for someone else and thought she was her, but she wasn't her. But yeah, just one of the best things about the episode was just one of the first things that Elena did when she got in there. Because, I mean, obviously if you go to a place like this, the first thing you do is test the waters, see if it really works. So you try to tell a lie, you know? Like, if you walked into this place and wanted to tell a lie to test if it works, what would you say, you know? I mean, what would I say? I would probably say something like, I hate anime. It would probably be something like that, right? So, but what does Elena say? She tries to say that she is not beautiful. I mean, again, I can't really argue with her assessment, and I think this whole situation proved that she is objectively beautiful. But she even tried a similar thing later on with writing, something about a twisted personality. I mean, but no, apparently she's just like a pure angel, wonderful, literal perfection. Yeah, I think that was the takeaway from that scene. But yeah, we had a bit of a fight, a bit of a brawl, you know, because obviously tensions raise up in this sort of oppressive society. So, you know, fisticuffs, fist fights break out once in a while. That's kind of to be expected. And when this happened, who showed up? Why, Saya. Saya showed up, right? I mean, last episode we had Fran show up, so I was thinking, and I saw other people comment about this, like maybe Saya will show up again too soon. And whammo, she showed up in this episode. You know, she stops by initially to help with the fight and stuff like that. But as soon as she spots Elena, like anything else she was thinking about, anything else she was doing just kind of went out of her head. Like the spell on the two guys just like wears off and they punch each other. Because like, yeah, nothing else mattered. Elena was right there, and just Saya's reaction to her, just that like the hearts just all over, just I don't think I've seen that much emotion on a girl's face in a while in anime. Like that was pretty blatant. I mean, she was just like overcome with emotion, like, you know, because she's just doing her job like usual, you know, and suddenly the love of her life is like right there, that she's been separated for a while. She's like right there, out of nowhere, no warning, just boom, she's right there. So that, yeah, that would have a lot of an effect on you for sure. So she was pretty excited about that, to say the least. Like it was great to see them finally reunite with each other. Now they officially are like a combo throughout the episode, you know, working together for a common goal, right? So that was great. And then of course we find out all the stuff that goes on with the witch and how she was the one that did the magical spell and utilized the sword to do that, and the cost of it, her magic, her voice, all that's gone. She was kicked out of the castle. You know, you watched the episode, you know, we got all that information, right? So at this point we are now like a quick trio for this quick mission, and we are working together to do it. And since you can't lie, it is a little bit hard to you know, to lie your way into a castle, but they managed it, and I actually successfully guessed what they did. So I'm a little bit proud of myself for that. They just like each wrote like a section of it and then like played it in order that makes sense for the message they're trying to get across, you know? And that's what we mean by like not lying, not really stopping people from being deceitful. It makes them have to get more creative, right? You know? So yeah, not a great thing to do. So, yeah, we eventually confronted the king after we got inside. We had this scene here when he just like wishes magic at Elena, and she dodges, which is entirely reasonable, except for the fact that it kept going and hit Saya instead. She was quite upset about that. It's not like she did it on purpose, you know, but it was a little bit mean. And yeah, we had a great battle, you know, Saya showing what she can do, because she's obviously improved greatly as a witch, you know. She's got her charcoal, I think it was, her witch title, which is kind of similar to Elena's, and that's, of course, a deliberate thing. That's no coincidence. That's definitely no coincidence. So I just like how Saya was just kind of in the background of this whole scene, just taking care of all the flunkies while Elena had like the juicy bit of the whole situation, you know, talking to the king. And then we and then we had this scene here. If the sword is the truth and lies are the scabbard. And of course scabbard is pronounced Saya in Japanese apparently. And that piqued up her interest real quick. Just like the sparkle, a big old like, yeah, big old giant sparkle symbol in her eyes. And then she has to specify, I was not talking about you, Saya. Please go back to fighting. So that was funny. But yeah, she's a little bit misleading. Not really her fault though. I mean, she wasn't the one that named Saya, right? So it actually quite reminded me a lot of a certain scene from, I think it was the Haruhi Suzumiya movie, I think it was from. There was a character named Yuki, and Yuki means snow in Japanese, so there was a kind of a similar scene with that because it started snowing, right? So it reminded me a lot of that, except this was, of course, much more comical than that scene was, obviously, but it reminded me of that, definitely. But eventually she gets through to the king, and, you know, I mean, we break the sword, that helps too, but yeah, she gets through to the king, he kind of learns his lesson, and I think it'll change how he governs the country a little bit more. Instead of trying to completely eliminate lies, maybe we could just try to manage them better. That's probably a bit more healthy. It's something to do. But yeah, then we had our final scene of Saya and Elena. You know, they have to say their goodbyes, but Saya does give her a present, like this beautiful necklace, like a couple of dolphins and a heart, and that's great. And also she has her own, so they're like matching, which makes it way, way better. And we have like one final little pinky promise, you know, before they separate. And it is quite sad that they separate, but as far as goodbye scenes, this was really good. And I'm sure they will meet again somewhere at some time. I just hope it's sooner rather than later, you know? Right? So yeah, this is a great episode. I mean, mostly because Saya is in it. Like, that's like 70% of why it was a good episode. I'll be honest, you know? Like, the whole lying plot wasn't, like, super compelling or anything, you know, right? Because I've, like I said, seen kind of similar things in similar shows, and it was pretty clear what the end of it would be, right? But Saya being here is really what did it. I mean, the what was her name? Elena? Not the witch that did the spell, right? She was kind of great in her own way, I guess. Like, she kept speaking with the signboard. We had the one scene where she was trying to be cute, you know, with the little tongue sticking out and stuff. She was pretty good too. Like, I did like her. You know, she definitely contributed to the enjoyment of the episode, at least a little bit, for sure. But yeah, we all know that Saya and Lena just kind of carried the episode, right? It's just a shame we gotta continue our journey now, because I would definitely probably would like to show a little bit more if Saya just like kept with her. I think that's safe to say. But you know, we got our things to do, right? So it is what it is. We'll meet back up again someday. And that marriage, I mean, Lena didn't say no to that marriage, so I'm sure that's gonna happen eventually, right? So like, she never really like fully rejects, you know, Saya, right? She just, you know, calls her feelings omoi, you know, heavy. Heavy's not a good translation of it. Like, a bit suffocating, like she comes on a little bit too strong, you know, that's kind of Elena's thing. But, you know, they're good together, so things will work out, I'm sure. So anyway, that is the episode. A lot of great stuff in this, for sure. I'm so glad to have seen Saya again. Hopefully we can see her again someday. And that was the episode. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.